I just hit that you're allowed to record, so should
Thank
be
you
good.
for permission, Daddy.
No problem. All right, you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the last few episodes haven't had the theme song on them.
I started putting it in the end.
Oh,
I
we
put
were
it at
putting
the
at
end
beginning.
now because I think it plays better.
Yeah.
I think it's like off-putting to a new listener to just get blasted with a song right away. That's just my own
All right.
personal opinion. Like I started putting it at the end. Yeah, it's still there. Trust me. I've been using it.
All right. I just noticed it was gone from like the last 5 or 6 episodes in the beginning. All right.
I mean, it's just obnoxious to turn the pod on and it's just like
I love it, dude. I love it. Honestly, that was the whole point of doing it,
I
dude.
don't love it, dude. It's good outro music.
I think it was. I think it's good
You
to
want me to
have an
put it back?
intro, dude. Yeah, or I mean, cut it maybe down to 10 seconds or something. Cut
I
it down to
was cutting it.
less.
I was cutting it. I was only using it until it gets to the like that
Yeah,
first like
I
dirty
just.
palm muted chord.
I'd still put some of it in the beginning. I mean, just less of it maybe.
I'm gonna put a new theme
Yeah.
song in there. It's just me mouthing a breakdown.
Bow, wow, 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 wow. Dun, 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 dun. Psh, 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 psh.
Those bends in there, dude. Get some
Some
fucking
panic chords. Just
yeah. Get some.
some knocked loose in
Why
there.
can't I think of the fucking stupid ass band? What's that dumbass band that wears masks that everybody's obsessed with right now? They
Oh
wear
man.
masks.
Sleep token.
Yeah, get some sleep token vents in there. Wow, wow, wow.
But you
Sounds
gotta
like,
put then
dude,
everybody
those
else is
cats sound like a fucking, those bends sound like a cat getting stepped on.
it's either sleep token or knocked loose. Those are the obsessions right now with people. So you gotta combine it. The bow wow
Yeah,
yeah, smash it
that
all.
sucks, dude.
All right,
This
everybody.
genre
Well,
sucks, dude.
welcome back to Unless You Live Hardcore. We might as well keep that in. We're coming up with new theme songs here.
We're just gonna leave that in. I'll leave
I
it
think
in.
we
Fuck
should
it,
just
dude.
leave that in instead of just a straight welcome.
Those sleep token cat bands and
And
That's
then,
fucking these
and then it's just
bands.
my voice doing the
We
knocked
have
loose.
terrible taste in music, dude. I'm just gonna say that for everybody. These bands, truly, they actually suck deep down. They're really not that talented, but those fucking low-tuned guitars make our caveman brains very happy.
I don't know, unless we're talking about Slaughter to Prevail, maybe. They're kind of talented.
No, it's not. I shouldn't say these bands aren't talented. I'm obviously being a dickhead, but I'm just
All
saying,
right.
like,
Okay.
I understand why, like, the average person hears, like, a band like Knocked Loose and they're like, what the fuck are you listening to? Like, I get it to a certain extent where they're like, yeah, I'm not vibing with your fucking weird devil screaming music, brother.
Yeah, if you played Counting Worms for your average listener, they're
That's
like,
why
I
I took
don't.
it out of the beginning of the podcast, the theme song, because I'm like, if you're not like, if I want people who don't necessarily like love metal or hardcore to be able to listen to this podcast and still think it's funny, I don't want to just hit them right away with a fucking song and be like, deal with that.
I do.
Deal with that, pussy.
Yeah.
Deal with that. That's like a very hardcore kid attitude to have, to be like, we're fucking putting it right in the beginning. Slap him in the face with a sick riff.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
hey,
obnoxious a little bit.
I don't know. I mean,
I just like the
I
straight up welcome back. It makes like it's endearing.
Jake, I think I'm just broken, and I've got that old hardcore kid mentality of I just want to beat people
Yeah,
over the
where
head
you
with
want
my
to
music.
bother people, it's
Yeah.
annoying. You're like hardcore kids that do that, like blast hardcore in their like car in like a Kroger parking lot, waiting for their weed dealer to show up or some shit.
The parking garage every time I'm leaving like Detroit House of Comedy, and there's like a bunch of if there's a line of cars leaving that parking garage at the same time as
obnoxious,
me,
Kyle.
those
You
windows
the
are going down,
worst.
dog, and I'm cranking something heavy.
You're the worst, dude. You're like the equivalent of the guy on the subway just like blasting music on his phone and being like, everybody likes this, right? I'm
You
providing
gotta
value to the subway car. And everybody's like, no.
You
Shut
gotta
that shit off,
understand
dude.
though. I'm dealing with I'm in Detroit here, and there's windows open of people just blasting fucking rap music out their window. So I'm like, I'm gonna compensate here, and I need to balance this out. You guys want to blast fucking Detroit trap music, man? I get it. You guys love Sada Baby, all right?
It's supposed to be blasted though.
All right, Sada Baby, I get it. You love Sada. It's like, so I'll fucking I'm gonna blast some fucking.
You can't
knock
argue
loose.
with me that rap music is not more palatable than what we listen to on a most daily basis.
For sure more palatable. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why people blast it out of their cars.
I blast it out of my car because I think my music's better.
You're just playing Korn.
Yeah.
You're just blaring Korn or Creed or something.
This is literally what I do. So Temple Bar in Detroit is this nice, I say nice dive bar. It's
I went there
with
some comics when I was in Detroit. It's nice.
Yeah, us comics like to hang out there after Detroit House of Comedy or 3-on-3 Comedy.
$3 Miller High Life.
It's a cool little dive bar, right?
It's a good deal. That's a good deal, dude.
If you're not familiar, it was featured in the show Detroiters as well. People love to spout that fact off.
Cool.
But they have a touch tunes machine in there. It's your boy loves a touch tunes machine because I love to ruin the vibe at a bar.
Yeah, you're the worst. You're the worst person in the world, dude. People are trying to unwind. They've had like a hard week at work, and you're coming in there with your fucking bullshit, dude.
Yes, exactly.
It's very immature, borderline sociopathic behavior. I want you to know that, Kyle.
And I'm okay with
borderline sociopathic.
It is. You are correct. I will take that. So what I do is I go in there. I'll go there almost always with Drew Campbell and somebody else because Drew Campbell loves that bar, and so he's the only time I ever really go there. He's our buddy.
Drew Campbell loves alcohol. I don't think it matters what bar or if there's even a touch tunes machine.
It's not about touch tunes for him. It's about that bar.
Okay.
Yeah, he likes that bar. Yeah. He parks over that way frequently too.
Yeah, so we can go to that bar. So it's right by my car. I have an excuse to stop in for a beer now. Shout out Drew Campbell.
Oh man, but regardless, every time we go there, I immediately get on my phone and pull up touch tunes. It's like I add money to that account instantly, and it's so funny because all of a sudden Korn will come on, and then Drew will look over at me and he'll go, "You turned this on, didn't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you're sure fucking right. I did." It's either like Korn or it's Gideon or like Knocked Loose or like some heavy shit. It's either new metal or hardcore music.
Everybody at the bar knows it's you, by the way,
dude.
Just by looking at your fucking face, dude.
Not the last time we were there, but the time before, I started playing like new metal and like hardcore music, and then this group of dudes come in together, and two of these dudes appear as if they're dating. They're a little touchy-feely with each other. Okay. And they start playing.
Gay dudes do not like Korn. I don't know if you know gay guys. I've never heard one gay guy be like, you know who's my favorite band? Korn. The
band that has a song named after the slur people called us.
Dude. Yeah. You ever seen a gay guy doing Bapadima? I haven't.
No, there's literally Korn has a song named after the slur that you would call gay people in the 90s.
What a cool band.
Yeah. Then they have a song with Fred Durst where they're just yelling that slur back at each other.
That's a funny song. That's a funny song. I'll defend that song.
To be fair, also the song named after the slur, the F word, it's missing a G on it, which is kind of funny. It's only got one G. But also the song is about how Jonathan Davis was constantly getting called that, and like it's not about like, oh, you're this. It's about like people were calling me this.
They don't seem like homophobic guys, but my point still stands that I don't think there's very many gay Korn fans, dude.
So I start playing. I'm playing my music, right, and then these dudes come in. They're sitting down the bar from us, and then all of a sudden, I know that I got about 6 songs in a row lined up, right. My song should be next. And instead of another Kyle song coming up, all of a sudden Poker Face by Lady Gaga comes up.
Did you get skipped, dude? Did you get skipped for Lady Gaga? I got
fucking skipped for Poker Face. And I was pissed. And I looked at like what's coming up next, and I saw they had like another song queued up.
Touch Tunes had to know what they were fucking doing.
They did.
When they added a skip button. They're like, let's start a fucking war inside of a bar.
Dude, That's what happened.
A fucking jukebox war, dude. That's
me and this group of gay dudes got into a back and forth battle on touch tunes where I'm just paying to jump their songs with my new metal.
Can you jump
bullshit.
in the middle of somebody's song?
Not in the middle, but they had
you can skip their next song by paying extra.
Yeah, they had another song lined up, and I skipped it with a Limp Bizkit song.
You're trash, dude.
Yeah.
You're against the LGBT community, dude.
No.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with
I don't like Lady Gaga.
Kyle's in the bar battling gay dudes on the fucking jukebox, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you, Kyle? Spending money that you don't have, being like these. I'm gonna show these gay guys what's up right now, dude. Give me something to break. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nah, I turned on Nookie, dude.
You're the worst. You're definitely not okay, maybe you're not, against the LGBTQ plus community, but you're definitely not a fucking ally.
I don't know, man. I married one of them.
Skipping Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I mean, fuck Lady Gaga. I don't care. You
married one of them?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
My wife's in the LGBTQ community.
Oh, is she bi?
She's pan. Yeah, pansexual.
Okay.
She's been with all types of people. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna breeze right past that. Anyways, you're the worst on the jukebox, dude.
You want to breeze past it? No, Jake, come on. What do you got to say?
No, I don't want to discuss your wife's history. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
She doesn't care. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking go deep into it, but yeah,
I don't want to go into
very
it at
open
all.
about this. There's nothing that she wouldn't say.
I didn't know that Ashley was pansexual. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
she's not super open about it. She didn't correct me.
Yeah, she's not one of the people who's like that. She's
I don't
pretty
think
cool.
She's never corrected me when I called you guys a straight couple.
Yeah, because she's not gonna sit. She doesn't really give that much of a fuck to like. She's not one of those people who's just gonna sit there and constantly correct people about shit either.
She's not gonna have the verbal equivalent of a jukebox war with me over her sexuality.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah. She's like she is what she is. She knows what she is, and she's
so
not
anyways,
here to stand
tell me more
out here
about
and correct
this jukebox war you had with these gays.
Oh, dude, we went back and forth, and they turned on Prince. I turned on Gideon.
Dude, you don't like Prince?
They played a Prince song, and I was like, I don't have anything against Prince, but it's not what I wanted to hear.
Prince is the man.
I paid.
Kyle, I don't understand what's wrong with you. Where you're like, it's chill time. We're at a bar. We're all hanging out, having fun. Let me play the most unpalatable music that is for people seething with rage. That's what that music is for. That's when I listen to hardcore is when I'm having a fucking rough one where I'm like, yeah, let's put on some fucking.
Nah, dude, I'm like, let's fucking
never listen to hardcore when I'm like, let's chill out and vibe. Let's
how
all vibe together.
I turn on new metal and hardcore music, and I'm like, let's just fucking chill and hang, dude. I've also seen it where we've been there. The last time
annoying, Kyle.
Yeah.
I think you might want to grow out of that.
The last time we were there at Temple Bar and I did it, the bartender had like one of his buddies there, and they were talking, and my music came on, and they shot each other a look, almost like, fuck. Like just a look where they're like, oh god.
Yeah. See, you're making people's jobs harder.
I don't care. It's not my fault. You decided to work at this bar with a touch tunes machine.
You have a real boomer fucking attitude about your music right now, dude.
Deal with it.
Like, I don't care who it affects or whose lives it makes worse.
Remove the touch tunes machine if you don't want me doing this then.
It's crazy to me that Knocked Loose is even on a touch tunes machine.
Dude, they have so much Knocked Loose on there. They have Gideon's latest album on
That's
there,
insane.
Dude.
I feel like I could get my music on touch tunes then.
Knocked Loose, I understand.
I feel like it's not hard to get it on touch tunes.
Dude, Gideon is kind of out there. That's kind of wild that they had Gideon on there. I didn't expect that. But they had like More Power, More Pain in their latest album, and I was like, oh, fuck. Well, it's going down.
See, why would you want to listen to that when you're just like hanging out at the bar shooting the shit?
Because it's heavy, dude.
I want to hear like either just like normal rock or pop music or like hip hop, dude. Just like normal.
I think I turned on some Creed.
That's fine. Creed is good.
Like one song.
Creed is very palatable. They're a mainstream rock band.
It was mostly new metal and hardcore music. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, you're the worst, dude. I don't think I'm gonna hang out with you at bars anymore, dude. When I come into town, if you're gonna do that, I'd be like, dude. I'm embarrassed.
I don't know, man. I think
Don't you think that's embarrassing for the people you're around and with?
no.
I would be embarrassed by it, dude. I'd be like, what the fuck is he doing right now? I
So
would get into a jukebox war with you, and I would
you want
win,
to
dude.
tell me? You want me to tell you my recent plays on? I can tell you from like the most recent songs I've played from the last time I
Sure.
was there.
Why not?
Nookie by Limp Bizkit. Take
That's
Off
not
by
that bad. See, Nookie is palatable enough where I'm like, that's a mainstream song still.
Take Off by Gideon.
Nope.
Uh,
Wouldn't play that in a bar.
Billy No Mates by Knocked Loose.
Would never play that in a bar. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Counting Worms by Knocked Loose.
You're insane.
Weekend featuring Miguel by Mac Miller.
That's fine.
At request of Drew Campbell, I played Backcountry by Avenged Sevenfold.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Bad Country rips, dude. I don't care what anybody says. That song
Memento
fucking slaps,
Mori
dude.
by Polyphia.
Okay, that's fine.
Freak
Polyphia's
on a
not
Leash.
heavy.
Freak on a Leash.
Also, I'm excluding these like big time bands like Korn, because Korn is still palatable enough.
All right. Goat by Polyphia.
That's fine. It's not heavy.
I have a problem by Beartooth.
No. Also, why would you play a song about somebody being an alcoholic in a bar?
Exactly.
You're a terrible guy. Like, you're just ruining everybody's good time.
It's so funny to me playing a song about alcoholism in a bar while your buddies are getting drunk, and then explaining that song to him and be like, "This is about a guy whose liver was failing."
You're an IRL troll.
Yeah. I think it's pretty fun. It's a good time.
I'm never gonna hang out with you again in public.
It's a good time.
God,
I highly recommend it, dude.
That sucks so bad. Why would you do that to people, man? It literally is the guy on the subway just blaring music out of his speaker and being like, "Yes, I'm providing a valuable thing for the entire subway."
It's weird. There was no music playing in there. Like, they had no music playing, and then I was like, well, I might as well turn some music on.
No music is good too. Dude, a bar that is not playing music is so underrated.
I would much rather play my music.
Hate how every bar is just loud as shit now. The music is extremely loud. You know why they do that? It's actually been researched. They blare music so you talk louder and you get more thirsty and you buy more drinks. That's real. That's a real thing.
Yeah, that tracks.
Psychological, dude. It's fucked up. I didn't realize that until very recently. I started working in the restaurant business and I was like, why is the music so loud in here all the time? My boss explained it to me. I'm like, that's not a good tactic for business.
Yeah.
Running a psyops on your customers, dude. That's crazy.
Kind of fucked up, yeah.
Also, I hate it because I'll be like trying to take people's orders and I got like Prince wailing in my ear. And I love Prince, but I'm like, dude, shut up. I'm trying to hear what this fucking vegan lady wants.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's no music playing there, and so, I needed to set the vibe.
Love that, dude. I would have totally just kept it no music.
Yeah, I can't do that. Everything in me knows that there's a touch tunes there, and then I have the ability to play some tracks. And it's like, Kyle, time for you to DJ, dude. Nobody else is stepping up to the plate.
Kyle Forsyth, the worst DJ in the world.
Next time
you're the only DJ that plays music everybody hates.
Yeah. I'm just gonna play all deathcore next time. Go fucking Slaughter to Prevail.
Yeah, that's the worst, dude.
Yeah,
just
man.
ruining everybody's good time. You didn't even drink, really. Were you even drinking when you were at the bar with them this time?
Yeah, I have a whiskey coke.
Oh, okay, so the booze brings out the troll deep down inside. I see.
I had one drink. The troll comes out when I'm sober, dude. It's okay. Regardless. I want to hear my tunes if there's no tunes being played, and if there is tunes being played and I have the ability to fuck with that jukebox, I'm going to.
It's not a good quality.
Why? That's what they're there for.
No, but I mean, play music that everybody likes, dude.
Success.
Play music that everybody's gonna fuck with.
No. I'm paying for this music. I'm gonna play music I want to play.
Very selfish behavior. Wow, really the life of the party, Kyle.
Oh, you're gonna pay your money to listen to music that everybody else wants to listen to?
I would play something that's like popular enough that like it's palatable. It's not gonna bother anybody.
Fuck them. They
You
didn't
think
pay
everybody at
for
the
it.
bar is like, did that band just say arf arf? I loved that.
Hey man, I don't care if they did or don't.
Anyways, let's move past this, Kyle. You're officially the worst, dude. That's terrible. Just ruining everybody's good time.
If they didn't want me to ruin the good time, they wouldn't put the touch tunes in the bar.
It's like the opposite spectrum of playing like a landslide at the bar, where you're like, did you just fucking turn on landslide at the bar? You're just ruining everybody's night, dude. Why you turn on landslide? But it's on the opposite side of the spectrum of extreme jukebox choices that you could make.
Yeah, I will say that a group of dudes who I kept jumping their music probably left a little quicker than they would have.
Yeah, you ran out the only gay people in the bar too. You're also a fucking bigot on the jukebox. You couldn't even let these gay guys enjoy Lady Gaga.
It had
What the fuck is
nothing
wrong
to
with
do
Lady
with
Gaga?
It had nothing to do with their sexuality. I just didn't want to listen to Lady Gaga.
It's like a 3-minute song.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah,
And
when
then
it was
Carly
over,
Rae Jepsen's next.
No, what was next was Counting Worms. That's what was next. And I made sure of it, Jake.
Yeah, I'm sure these gay guys love that, dude.
No, they didn't. And I can tell.
Well, you heard it here, folks, dude. Kyle is not an ally of the LGBTQ plus community.
I'm not an ally of anybody
Despite
who
being
wants to
married
jump
to
my
one, he is
Let's be
actually
clear.
a very hateful bigot.
Hold on. They started this
Despite
war,
being married
first
to one,
off.
dude.
They started it. So I had like 6 songs
What kind
lined
of mentality is that? What are you, 6 years old? Oh, they started it.
I had
They started
6
it.
songs paid for. 6 songs paid for, lined up on that touch
That's
tunes
crazy
already.
to even
And
pay for
they
6
came
songs
in,
at one time.
And they came in and jumped my songs. They used the jump feature first.
Did they jump
no
all
plans.
of your songs?
Yes.
That's so funny.
They jumped all of them to get to the next song and like have their song play next. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's what made me mad. Like it could have been any song. I don't care what it was. You could have jumped my song with any fucking song. It could have been anybody in that bar. It could have been the bartender. I would have been mad. Like, so.
Nah, I think it was because they were,
Nah, this is because somebody jumped my songs. Dude. I was so ready for my like playlist to just go. Basically, I was like, I got the next 6 songs. It's about to fucking go down in here. Vibe's about to be right. And then all of a sudden, Poker Face comes on, and I didn't know this was about to happen.
Right. That's still a very 6-year-old mentality. Oh, they started it. They started it. Let's move past this. I'm not agreeing with you. You're the worst, dude. Playing that music in the bar to begin with is just a no-go for me.
All right. Well,
I wouldn't do that to people. I have consideration for others.
Oh, Jake's such a nice guy, huh?
I'm really not, but I'm not a fucking dickhead. I'm like, fucking deal with this shit.
Well, hey,
it is that you are
jump
the guy.
My songs, and I'll jump yours.
The guy on the subway blaring music out of his phone.
Nah, I don't do that. I don't play my music.
It's the
like
fucking
that.
social equivalent.
No.
He would do that if he could afford it.
There's no touch tunes in a subway. Like I listen to headphones when I'm in a subway. Like when I've been in New York,
I guarantee the guy at blaring music on the subway is the guy skipping songs.
No, that dude's too broke. That's the dude who plays music on his phone in the bar too.
Probably.
That's who that guy
that's fair.
is.
That's fair, dude.
He's doing the same thing in the bar that he did on the subway.
I have seen that at a bar before, and I'm like, what are you doing?
It's that same guy. He's doing the same thing at the bar that he was on the subway. That's not the guy who has money. He doesn't have money for headphones. He definitely doesn't have money for a touch tunes machine. So he just plays it at the bar off his phone over the music that's already playing there. That's what that guy does.
Anyways, how was your New Year, Kyle? Did you go to a bar with Ashley and ruin everybody's night by skipping people's songs?
No.
What did you do on New Year's?
Worked and then hung out with a couple had like a drink and then went home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just had a drink at Hockey Town. Just the people who were at Detroit House of Comedy. So Drew Campbell, our other door guy, Nick, my wife, and the waiter / comic at the club, Jaron.
Did you guys have a show there that night? Did you guys do a New Year's show?
We did.
Or was it just like local comics, or did you bring a headliner in?
Yes and no, I guess. It
Oh,
was
okay.
technically somebody who used to be local but now lives in LA. It's Darius Bennett.
Oh, okay. Cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah. It was a good show. I mean, we had like about over 100 people there, you know. So, yeah.
Nice.
Solid attendance. It really picked up at the last second. Like the day of, we sold like 60 or 70 tickets. It's wild.
Yeah, that's
Just
good.
so many people who like, all these people wait till the
Randomly
last
were
second to
like,
figure out their
yeah,
plans.
what are we
And
gonna
they're
do
like,
for New Year's? Let's
what do
go to a
we
comedy
do?
show.
Everything's sold out, or like $50 to $100, and we had $35 tickets. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I really think if you're gonna do comedy on a New Year's Day, I think or New Year's Eve, yeah, doing it in an actual club is the best way to go. Because I've had some rough shows on New Year's that were not in comedy clubs, and I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, I wish I was in a comedy club right now because this would not be happening.
You want to hear my worst New Year's show ever?
Sure.
Dude, it was awful. So it's this venue in Flint. I show up and there's like no name to the venue. I was just given the address. Which is
Okay.
already a great sign, as you know.
Yeah, that's
when you're
really
just
bad.
given
That's
the
bad,
address of a
dude.
business. I show up and it's looks like it used to be a strip club from the outside. And we get inside, definitely used to be a strip club. Like, still has mirrors on the walls, like a stage off in like the corner, and you could see like the part where the pole was held into the stage, and like, but the pole's not there anymore, like the holder for it.
Yeah.
So it's like a full strip club, and it smells like shit. Literally like shit. I'm not just saying like, oh, it smelled bad. It smelled like human fecal matter. Like,
Yeah.
it was gross. And so I'm talking to the guy who runs the venue, and I was like, why does it smell so bad in here? He goes, well, what happened is we bought this venue recently, and there was a big septic leak, and so we needed to air out the septic leak, and so we decided to throw a comedy show here to help air out the septic leak so we could open the doors. So they literally threw a comedy show so they could let the smell out of this strip club that they bought that had a sewage leak in the basement, I guess.
That doesn't make any sense.
Dude, it's fucking disgusting. This is literally what the dude told me. He's like, it smelled like shit. You could smell that there was a septic leak in there. Like, and he's like, we needed to like air the place out, and so we figured we'd throw like a show here and try and do stuff in the meantime while we're airing out the smell of the place, because we can't really do anything until we get that septic leak and stuff out of here. And so it's like this show, they just sold tickets on like Eventbrite. 4 tickets sold. There was 2 couples. And so they just put me and the other comedian inside the side room, in the little private dance room, basically, and set up a few chairs, because they can't put it in the main room.
Pay to get sucked off.
Yeah. Yes. Like,
here's your green room. There's just cum stains on the floor.
They can't put us in the main room, so they put us in this weird little side room. And so there's a bartender, the bartender's girlfriend, and the guy who runs the show, and that guy's girlfriend, and me and my wife, my now wife. She's my girlfriend at the time. And then there's 2 couples. So there's a total of 4 people. 2 of them work at the place. 2 of them are significant others of the people who work there. And then 4 people in the audience. And then me, Ashley, and the other comedian who headlined the show is none other than Mike Ball. Which, if anybody doesn't know Mike Ball, he is a comedian from Michigan who does crowd work only, and he plays guitar the whole time he does it. So he does crowd work with all of the people here, the 4 people in the audience. He's doing as much crowd work as he can to fill his 45 minutes. I do my 20, 25 minutes and get the fuck off. It's rough. It's 4 people, but I do fine comparatively for 4 to 8 people.
Yeah.
It's 8 people, technically. Let's call it 8 people, right? Because of the people working there. Mike Ball's on stage, doing his crowd work, trying his old best, to do his crowd work for this few people. And then he's talked to everybody in the crowd at this point, and he's running out of stuff to talk about. And he looks at me and Ashley, and he goes, Kyle. And I go, nope. And he goes, okay, and then moves on.
Oh, wow, dude.
Like, talks to somebody else. He starts trying to crowd work my wife and I.
Participate in his crowd work, huh?
No, you're not going to crowd work the dude who
How
just
long you and
opened for
Ashley been together? Shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like, sorry, dude, get an act. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it was insane to me that he just like looks at me and goes, Kyle, and I just immediately go, no. He just moves on. man.
That is
Like,
very funny.
and it's just the worst. It smells like shit in there the whole entire time because the septic
my
leak.
worst New Year's Eve show
Horrible.
also involves Bike Mall, but I'm not. I've trashed him so much, and I've kind of already like made amends with him on a decent level, so I don't want to go there again. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey,
yeah,
I'm
it's not anybody else's fault that you're not like well respected in the comedy scene. It's not.
I'm not here to trash the guy. I'm just saying he does exclusively crowd work, and he ran out of crowd work to do. Tried talking to my wife, and I told him no, and he was just like, okay, and
Yeah.
moved back on to the
That's
other
very
couples.
funny. That's
Yeah,
very funny.
I'm not trying to trash the guy here, but that's what happened, and it was a fucking bad show because it just smelled like shit the whole time. Like there was no working.
Yeah,
like,
did
proper
anybody
alcohol.
acknowledge that it smelled like shit in there? Did any of the comics bring it up?
Mike, yeah, it was just me and Mike who were on the show, and like
Smells like shit
we
in here,
both brought it
guys.
up. Yeah, like we both brought it up, like, and you could tell other people were kind of like, yeah, like when I
It
said
does smell
something,
like shit
I was
in
like, it
here,
smells
dude.
like poop in here. This is weird. Like the people were like, yeah, like they kind of like nodded their heads. There's 4 of them in a well lit private dance room. We could see them all.
It's- Oh man.
They literally like
Did
the
you give
people who
anybody a
ran.
lap dance, Kyle?
No, the people who literally ran the venue, like they showed up with like a box filled with like 1 bottle of each type of liquor and some 2 liters of pop to like try and sell to these 4 people.
Did anybody buy drinks?
Yes.
Oh wow, dude. Man,
Yeah. It
that
was
can't
bad.
be sanitary with all that fucking poop floating around the air, dude.
No, I don't know, man. It was rough.
You guys have a drink on New Year's at this place?
I think so. I think they're like, you get a drink for free. And I'm like, oh, I do. Thank you. You're so generous.
And they handed you a fucking red cup with some Coca-Cola and
It was red cups.
like,
yeah.
what
It was
is
solo cups.
It's like the worst whiskey I could possibly think of, like Canada House.
Yeah.
They got Canada House whiskey, dude.
It was bad. So thankfully, I didn't do a show like that this year. So, how was your New Year's this year, dude?
My New Year's was all right. I hung out with Connor Mead, and we just went to, we hung out at some places. She's not drinking, so we kept it pretty chill. I had a few beers, but like I didn't go super hard in the paint or anything.
Yeah.
We started at like Joey Rose's. I got a beer, I got a sandwich. We were just hanging out, shooting the shit. And then we went to my job for a few, but they were like about to close like right when we got there. I thought they were going to be open for another hour, so we ended up going to the Grizzly Pear, hung out there for a bit, got some drinks, chilled, and then we went back to Brooklyn to another bar, waited for the ball to drop, and then pretty shortly after we were like, yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
like 30 now. It's fucking,
Ashley and
I'm over it.
Yeah, Ashley and I hung out at Hockey Town, like where Detroit House of Comedy is, until like 12:30, and then we like dipped out and like went home. And I was walking my dog at like 2:30, and I just hear like probably 12 to 16 rounds getting shot off in the air, like which sounded like maybe 2 blocks away from my house, if that. Like just like da 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 da, like just gunshots, like dude, just rapid gunfire, like pop 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 pop, and I just fucking grabbed my dog and ran inside. I was like, we're going inside. That's too close. I was like, it's way too fucking close.
Dude.
And like she hadn't even shit yet, and I brought her inside, and my wife's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. That was, I don't know where it was, but that sounded fucking close. And she's like, yeah, the dog could just shit inside tonight. Like, fuck that. Like, that's Detroit on New Year's though, dude. Like, doesn't matter. Like, doesn't matter where you're at in Detroit on New Year's. You just hear fucking gunshots. People start firing their guns off in the air. It's in downtown. It's on like the east side, west side. We're near Highland Park.
It was your ops, dude.
Dude, it sounded like
no, Kyle. It was your ops, dude. It was those gay guys from the bar that you got into the touch tunes war with. They were coming for you, dude.
They were letting off warning shots. Dude, it was fucking.
No, they saw you. They're just bad at firing.
It sounded like 14 to 16 shots. It was a lot. Just like somebody emptied a whole fucking extendo clip in a pistol. Like they had a clip with and they fucking emptied that thing. And yeah, I literally scooped up my dog and ran inside because I was like, "Fuck that,
Yeah,
dude! That sounded way too close."
That's scary, dude. My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm used to hearing some gunshots here and there, but usually they sound a little more in the distance,
Have you
and it's not
considered
usually
moving
that
to
many
a
in a
better
row.
neighborhood? Have you considered have you considered instead of gentrifying your neighborhood, moving to, maybe a safer one?
Yeah, we've thought about it. Maybe in the future.
Yeah.
But I like living in Detroit.
I mean, it
I
comes with
got inside,
there's
and
safe neighborhoods in Detroit, dude.
I did get inside, and Ashley's immediately response was like, "I do not want to live here forever. We need to get the fuck out of here." I was like, "Yeah, I hear you. All right." I was like, "I gotcha." But yeah, it's not happening immediately. Maybe next
Why
year.
don't you guys just move to Hamtramck? That's like close enough.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot safer though. Their police force is a fucking joke.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Hamtramck never really like feels super safe, to be honest with you.
No, dude, their police force is literally a fucking joke. They don't
Anytime
care.
I'm like standing outside of like Ghostlight or whatever, I'm just like, this feels like New York a little bit, dude.
Yeah, Hamtramck is not very safe, actually.
Yeah.
It's very easy to commit crimes there because there's not a lot of functioning cameras on the businesses around there. And a lot of the streets are pretty dark, and there's a lot of cars and stuff blocking a lot of the visibility. It's like there are these tiny little neighborhoods where you could easily get your shit jacked. There's a lot of just little alleys and stuff and streets that people, like dark streets people can hide on. It's a sketchy area, and there's very little police presence because Hamtramck has their own police force, but it's like almost nothing. Like, yeah, it's fucked. I will always remember, like, so I got my catalytic converter stolen off my car in Hamtramck when I was like,
that's such
hilarious,
a funny thing.
Jake.
It's very funny, dude.
So funny.
It's such a classic crime to have happen to you, bro.
Somebody did that to me years ago when I was doing open mics in Hamtramck. I did New Dodge in Hamtramck. And I parked across the street in the AutoZone parking lot, and somebody took it off. And I was like, I turned my car on. I didn't notice it when I was walking up, but I turned my car on and immediately noticed it, because it sounded fucking weird. I looked under my car and like saw that shit was like hanging. And so I'm like checking under my car. I'm underneath my car, and then the Hamtramck, like with a light, like flashing a light underneath my car, looking at it. Like, and then the Hamtramck police drive by. They roll their window down, like look at me, and then just keep driving. Like, I could have been the one stealing the catalytic converter, and they're just like, "Yeah, we don't give a fuck," and just kept going. Like, and it's like, that's what I remember. Where I'm like, this is how the guy got away with it, is because they don't fucking care. You know what I mean? Like, they watched me essentially possibly doing the same thing and just kept going. They didn't even stop and be like, "You all good over there? Everything all right?" Like, they just slowed down, looked at me, and kept going. And, like, I remember that. I'm like, these fucking assholes, dude. Like, I was like, this is how the shit happens. And I had to drive 35 minutes back to Waterford with a no catalytic converter, just kind of piece of my muffler hanging off underneath. Pretty dope.
That sucks, dude. What does a catalytic converter even do?
It basically makes it so your car doesn't, it's like cuts down the emissions or whatever. It makes it so like your car doesn't just spit out horrible smoke for the environment and shit.
Okay, I gotcha.
And
so it's not super necessary. You don't need it to drive the car.
You literally need it to legally have a vehicle. Otherwise, your car is illegal.
Fuck that, dude. What are the cops gonna check when they pull you over? Has a cop ever checked underneath your fucking car?
Also, you can hear it when somebody doesn't have one.
Catalytic converter. Yeah, you can hear it. What does it sound like?
It's fucking loud. Imagine cutting off a section of your muffler in the middle of it. The thing that like helps quiet it down and cut down the emissions. It's just like it's just you hear everything. For some
reason, Siri just tried to tell me what your car sounds like without a catalytic converter. I didn't even say her fucking bitch ass name. Shut up.
Yeah, that sucked. And so technically, also because they get stolen so often, you're not allowed to sell old catalytic converters. Like, you can't resell a catalytic converter. It's illegal. You have to buy one brand new. And they're like, because they have platinum in them is like why people steal them. because there's like fucking platinum in them.
Yeah.
And so they're worth a lot of money. And a new one is like $900 and something. And I had some mechanic in Waterford that me and my family went to all the time. He's like, we talked to him, told him the situation. He's like, I could replace it all for about 500 or 600. And I was like, okay. Like, sounds like you're getting an illegal catalytic converter, but I'm not here to ask questions, and I'm not ready to pay $900 and something for a new catalytic converter.
You probably just bought your catalytic converter.
I used to say that too. I was like, this dude probably just sold me back my catalytic converter.
They probably have a scam going with the people who steal catalytic converters. That's the
only reason I think
good racket, dude.
Yeah, only reason I think it wasn't that is because it got stolen in Hamtramck and I got it replaced in Waterford. But it probably was stolen from somebody else's vehicle. Is the reality, you know? Probably wasn't directly mine, but I definitely probably had a stolen catalytic converter or one that came off of somebody else's busted car and they took it off, you know? And like, because technically they're not allowed to resell them. It's like an illegal thing to do. Yeah. And so it's sort of a hush-hush transaction between me and that dude.
Well, it all worked out then, Kyle. Now we can laugh about it.
Yeah, it really worked out when I paid hundreds of dollars to get a new one. It sucked.
It all worked out, dude.
But yeah, that was my first time realizing how much of a joke the Hamtramck police are. And I've got more instances since then, but I won't get into them. That's my big one.
Okay.
So, anywho, you want to talk about music, man? You want to talk about some metal music that you don't like?
I like metal music. What are you talking about?
You don't like Bring Me the Horizon?
I don't like Bring Me the Horizon anymore. You're right. You're right. I'm not 19 and a girl, so you're right. I don't.
I'm
like
not
Bring Me the
either
Horizon.
of those things either. They have a new
I'm
song
being a little
out.
hater. I just find it's not even that I don't like them. I don't think they're not talented or whatever. I just find their music to be like really boring at this point.
I get it to some extent. I understand why people could feel that way, but I still like it. And for anybody that does, to keep you updated, they recently got rid of one of their core members, Jordan Fish. He's one of the main guys who produces their music, along with their lead vocalist, Ollie Sykes. So they're most of the production team behind Bring Me the Horizon. And Jordan Fish for years has been trying to go in like a poppier direction with Bring Me the Horizon. And Ollie Sykes apparently wants to make it a little heavier again. I think they just had different ideas on things, and so they finally released this new song, Kool-Aid, and it is a little bit in the heavier direction again. I like it. It's kind of heavy, but it's also got like these poppy choruses to it and stuff. Like, I don't know. Like here,
I just
I'll
don't
play.
think the style of like going between brutal deathcore screams and then immediately singing like a bar later is a good sound.
Here. I get that. I don't love the chorus. I don't.
Yeah, it's just a bland like pop melody.
Yeah, it sounds kind of radio friendly, but not quite. It's weird. It sounds like it's trying to be radio friendly.
I think they've had that sound for years now. The radio friendly sound.
Yeah. I mean, you can hear "Can You Feel My Heart?"
Somebody's car alarm is going off outside, and that's just, I know this person. I don't know them personally, but their fucking car alarm goes off all the time, and that's going to go off for like 5 minutes and just piss me off, dude. It's going to be in the podcast. Fucking piece of shit New Yorker, dude. Every car alarm, well, you're not going to hear it, but it's going to come up on my mic for sure.
I thought I would hear it if it was coming through on the pod.
It'll just be probably faint in the background. Fucking damn it, dude. That shit pisses me off. That shit goes off at like 4 a.m. sometimes. And it takes them like 10 minutes to get out of bed and like turn it off, dude. And I'm like, yo, just get rid of the car alarm. Accept the fact that it's New York and you deserve to have your car broken into. Because you're ruining the whole neighborhood's sleep. Well, this person definitely didn't live here like 6 months ago. And then one day they just showed up and they got this sensitive ass car alarm. It's like, why don't you just make it So it only goes off if somebody's actually breaking in your car instead of, a pigeon landing on it.
Dude, yeah, my old stepdad used to have a fucking truck alarm like that. Cause
All
like,
these new car alarms are so sensitive, dude.
so my old stepdad, ex-stepdad, my mom's not with him anymore, for a lot of good reasons. But when I was a kid, my mom married this dude, and like his car or his truck, he always wanted to have like a nicer vehicle, like, and so he had like this nicer truck, I guess, and it got fucked with, and so he got like an alarm put on it, and it was like a motion censored alarm, and so every time I would walk up the driveway it would start going off, basically, like, it was fucking and our neighbors got
I think we
pissed and
talked
started
about
like,
this, yeah.
dude, yeah, our neighbors started calling the cops on him and stuff, and then at a certain point he got rid of the alarm, and then I fucking keyed his car with my skateboard.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, I just took the nose of my skateboard and dragged it from the tail light all the way to the front to the front light, like, and just literally did like a wavy fucking motion all the way down, just a big wavy that way it wasn't just a straight fucking line to make it easy to cover.
Oh my god.
Fucking up and down, dude.
I'm sorry, but the car alarm went off. It like got shut off, and then it just went off again. It turned off for 60 seconds, and then it just started blaring again. I'm like, dude, I kind of want to just go outside right now and confront this guy and be like, "You're ruining the neighborhood. Get out."
Dude, you're ruining my podcast. Like the most New York shit.
Podcast, dude. Yeah.
Dude, I'm trying to podcast upstairs.
I would never say that, dude.
Hey,
I'm trying to podcast in my basement right now, and you're fucking it up. No, I'm not gonna do that. But he is ruining the neighborhood.
That is the most
he's definitely costing people fucking sleep, dude.
Yeah, and podcast audio.
Yeah.
I love, like, it'd be so funny, like, you just going out there so fucking. Do you mind turning your fucking alarm off? I'm trying to podcast inside right now. Just
I want to go confront him right now, really badly. I want to go up there and wait for him to come turn it off and be like, dude, fucking get rid of that thing, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It mostly goes off at like 3 in the morning, where I'm like, this is definitely. Like, it's not really bothering me because I'm up anyways, but I'm like, it's definitely fucking ruining somebody's night right now. Yeah. Somebody who has to get up in like 2 hours is probably fucking fuming.
Who knows, man? But yeah, car alarms are fucking. I hate those motion sensor.
Still going off.
You're good. All right, we got to move on from that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm irritated.
Here, I'm gonna jump to another song. Actually, I didn't even bring this song up to you.
Good, because Bring Me the Horizon sucks ass. We all know it.
They doesn't, but I mean,
we all know it at this point, dude.
Great,
they're sellouts.
No,
they are sellouts.
I don't know, man.
I think they changed their sound to make more money.
And
now they're trying to backpedal, like that shit that they put out didn't suck.
I don't know, man. I think they
that's the spirit. Shit's
that
whack,
shit's
dude.
Fucking awesome. I love that album.
Whack, dude.
Eat my balls, Jake. That's a good album.
Shit sucks.
That's a great album. I love that album. I love it.
The song with the Cradle of Filth guy on it fucking sucks.
I love Okay.
It's me, Danny Filth. From Cradle of Filth. That's what he sounds like, dude.
Yeah?
Fucking sucks, dude.
Okay. If you say so. All right.
Somehow Cradle of Filth came out and made black metal even shittier, dude.
Okay. I don't know, man. I never got into Cradle of Filth. I don't have hard-formed opinions.
I didn't either.
Them.
They fucking suck, dude. I heard one song of a guy being like, and then the darkness.
Do you want to hear a song that doesn't suck?
The darkness will cover the entire earth. And you're like, this is not a good lyric, dude. This band sucks. Anyways, go ahead.
All right,
this other band.
I'm
trying to get some funny riffs out, dude. Fuck me for trying to be funny on our comedy podcast. Yeah. You're right. Go ahead.
Try to squeeze some music in here, some music. This is a band called Throne, all lowercase, like THROWN, like Sick. Getting thrown. And this song's called On the Verge, and it's pretty tight. I found them on TikTok. What do you think so far?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, you like that intro? I like the intro, dude. I fucking love it. Like a nice sort of hip hop-ish intro, almost. You know, in a metal song. I'm a sucker for that.
Yeah, I
I
know
don't know
you are.
why. I don't know why, dude. I just love a hip
Because
hop
you
intro in a
listen
metal
to too
song.
much Corn, it damaged your brain.
No, I think it's because like growing up, I listened to a lot of both genres. Like I really grew up heavily on hip hop, but I also grew up heavily on metal in like my teen years. And so like
Yeah.
I think as I got older, I really just loved both of them being combined a lot. Honestly, like when I was younger, I listened to some new metal, but I didn't listen to as much new metal as I do these days. Weirdly, but. It's fucking heavy, dude. It's
very
sick,
heavy.
dude. Yeah. It's like a hardcore band, and they just happen to have these like sick sort of like electronics. The electronics almost remind me of Sky Eats Airplane in a way. Do you remember them?
Yeah, I used to love Sky It's Airplane.
Doesn't the electronics kind of remind you of Sky Eats Airplane a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Sky
That's
It's
what it
Airplane, underrated, dude.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. The other day when I first heard this song, I was like, this kind of reminds me of Sky Eats Airplane. And I went back and listened to some Sky Eats Airplane, and I was like, yeah, I was like, the comparisons are there.
Did you ever listen to the last EP that Sky It's Airplane did?
Yeah.
When they had a new vocalist? That's my
Mm-hmm.
favorite shit they ever put out. I like the stuff they did with Jerry Roush a lot. That was always
Yeah.
good shit.
What happened
But
to him? Didn't he end up doing something else now? Is he in another band?
I don't know.
Jerry Roush. He's got his own Wikipedia page, dude. He was in Of Mice and Men and Glass Cloud. Glass Cloud was the band he did after Sky Eats Airplane.
Yeah, with the guy from Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza.
Yeah, Roush.
You remember that fucking band? Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza?
Yeah. So the band asked Roush to substitute for Austin Carlisle, while they played on Alisana's The Emptiness tour.
Oh yeah, he was only in Of Mice and Men for like a half a second.
Yeah, because he was forced because Austin Carlisle couldn't tour due to his heart surgery.
Yeah, they did a cover.
Blame It.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only song they ever put out with him.
Yeah, Blame It on the alcohol, baby. Yeah, so they did do that with him. And then Glass Cloud ended in 2015, it looks like. And he hasn't really done shit since then from the looks of it.
Probably out of the music industry.
Instagram. His Instagram comes up here. Your boy, Jerry Roush.
Just doing OnlyFans now.
50%, I don't know. 50%, I don't care. Dude, his first picture that comes up on his Instagram is him with Theo Vaughn. What?
That's weird.
Yeah, it's just him at this place, Brickhouse Tavern, with Theo Vaughn. Sup, IG, just checking in to say, gang, good seeing big homie Theo Vaughn last night. It was 200 weeks ago, so it was a while ago. He's got fucking head tattoos now and shit.
That's cool.
Yeah, looks sick, dude. Interesting. So yeah, it doesn't look like the dude's really doing music anymore. But
probably doing business, dude.
That always sucks when you see somebody who is like a good vocalist not doing music.
Yeah, he was sick, dude. I always liked Jerry Roush. He was cool.
That's I'll fucking we'll do this to like tie into a news story that we got. I watched.
I'm actually gonna slit my own wrist right now because this car alarm will not stop.
Oh my god!
How does that sound?
You got nobody hears it.
Do you think
hears it?
The podcast listeners would enjoy that? If it doesn't matter if they hear it, I can hear it. It's driving me fucking insane, dude.
Okay.
Do you think the podcast watchers would like that if I slit my wrist live on air right now?
We definitely go viral.
It just shut off again and then started again. I swear to God. I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind.
You really are, dude. You're the only one hearing it.
Dealing with
None of the audience hears this.
You're
Nobody listening.
I bet it shows up in the recording, dude.
I don't hear it, and I think it would show up. I don't hear shit. Nothing. Nothing.
I think it's going to show up in the recording. Either way, it doesn't matter. I can fucking hear it, and it's driving me up a wall.
Okay. All right.
We're
going to keep moving. We're going to keep moving from this, Jake.
I'm over here talking about whether I should continue living or not, Kyle. And you're like, let's keep talking about Jerry Roush.
Yeah, because we're on a music podcast, not our neighbor has a shitty car alarm podcast.
So it's what's happening now.
Is his car alarm playing chug riffs? No, then shut the fuck up about it, shit. That's what we're here to talk about. Is bands with chug riffs. If that car alarm had chug riffs, we could talk about it, dude.
I could sample a car alarm in a song.
Yeah.
Start
do it like this
pitching
fucking...
it into different notes. I could easily do that. I could do that, no problem, dude.
Yeah. Have a sick breakdown from it, like this Throne song did.
Yeah.
Just started out with the car alarm into a breakdown.
I like how I'm always the guy who's got to ignore all the problems. Jake, ignore your neighbor's car alarm. Ignore the fact that you're dying of COVID and record the podcast.
You want to go outside and talk to your neighbor right now?
Take the hit. I'm gonna go fucking beat his ass, dude.
Okay, I'll wait.
I'm gonna walk out there and it's gonna be like a 4'9" Mexican lady, dude.
Or you come back in and you're just fucking disheveled with black eyes and a bloody lip. You got the fuck beat out of you. Like, yeah. You're like, yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go fuck him up. You just come back, just
his ass, dude.
Bloodied and beaten.
Be like, I won. Trust me. You should see the other guy, okay?
Jake, you should go to a hospital. No, that'd be funny, man. All right, I want to. So on the topic
it'd be
of
really
like,
funny if I got the shit kicked out of me. Shut up,
no, it'd
Kyle.
be funny if you were like, hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go beat his ass, and then like very confidently went out there to go get in a fight, and then came back just fucked up. That would be funny. Like if you were just confidently like, I'm gonna go fucking win this real quickly. That's what it would be funny. It wouldn't be funny if you just got beat up.
My own life. That way I don't have to hear this all the fucking time.
All right. Anyway, so the topic of fucking bands breaking up and people not being in the bands anymore, and so many bands just falling apart and not.
Don't you have to go?
Music.
Don't you have to go get snacks for Trios of Comedy?
Yeah, I do. We'll wrap this up. We got this last fucking news story, and I'm going to lead into this.
Okay.
I watched the Battle for Ozzfest recently. I told you about this. It's all on YouTube, and I told you got to watch this show, dude. I don't know if anybody remembers
I forgot
this.
About that.
It's from like 2004, I think, or 2003. Yeah, 2003. All these bands go on this MTV show to basically battle for a spot for their band to play on Ozzfest, and they're just doing ridiculous, nonsensical challenges that have really nothing to do with actually being in a band or your band being a quality musicians or anything. It's just them being like, all right, bite the head. You all got to bite the head off this bat, and it's like not actually a bat, but they're like they make these people go in and get like so they have one band member from each band, and that's who's on the show, and everybody has to go get a shot, like, and they all think they're getting a rabies shot before they bite the head off this bat, but they all get a needle injected into them, which
it's just filled with heroin.
I don't fucking know what it's filled with. I don't know. That's the crazy part, is they get this shot and then they like blindfold them and on stage make them think they're biting the head off a bat, but it's actually like some fruit or something like that or some food, and like it's all fucking fake, and they end up not doing it. But like they just put them through these stupid challenges throughout the whole thing, and then at the end 3 bands get to battle it out, and the band that ends up winning it gets to go on Ozzfest next year and like tour the country on Ozzfest on the side stage. And every band that's on that show is not together anymore. Not a single one of them is still together, and they all had that opportunity on MTV. Even the band that won it. It's crazy. And it's like, but like, so I don't know. It's fucking wild to me that like all these bands had the opportunity of a lifetime to be on Ozzfest like that year and like on MTV and like amazing exposure, and none of them actually made it as bands. Like, that and I was also looking up each of these bands individually to see if any of their remaining members were in any other bands that have like made it or had any success, and none of them are still musicians. Some of them toured with other bands or were in other bands for a bit, but none of them are like still musicians. Nobody. And it's like fucking everybody's gone. It's crazy.
Being a musician sucks ass, dude. It's not fun.
Which brings me to my next big point, is Sharon Osbourne is open to reviving Ozzfest as a touring festival. This is from metalinjection.com. What do you think of that, dude? I think we should bring back Ozzfest.
Why doesn't she just enjoy her remaining years?
I don't know, man.
Doesn't she realize that there's like 12 grains of sand left in her hourglass and they're dropping quickly, and she needs to just like enjoy herself?
I want them to just bring back Ozzfest and make it a super new metal tour. Just fucking new metal Ozzfest, dude. Bring back some Ozzfest 99 in its prime, 99, 2000. Give us what we want, you know?
Yeah, 99 was such a good year. Isn't that when Columbine also happened? What a great year in American culture. You got Korn released their second album.
Limp
Got the
Bizkit
first
did
ever school
Woodstock
shooting.
99. Woodstock 99?
Good stuff. Good
Good
stuff.
stuff. Yeah, dude.
Mass sexual assault at a
Okay.
festival. Good stuff, dude.
Well, all right.
Good stuff. I'm obviously being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Take a true moron to listen to that and think I was being serious.
Yeah, I think they should bring back Ozzfest for like 1 year. Let it have its 1 year. Do like one big fucking
let's
Ozzfest.
fucking move into the future. We can't keep going back in time and trying to relive things. Why would you even? You never went to Ozzfest. You were a child when it was going on. You never went to Ozzfest unless as a kid, unless your parents were fucking garbage, dude.
Did you know any kids who went to Ozzfest?
Hell no, dude. And my parents sure as shit didn't take me when they went.
Your parents went?
Yeah, my mom went to Ozzfest like 3 times. My family's garbage, dude.
Yeah. I was gonna say just reaffirming
Trashy
what we
people,
all
dude.
do.
Yeah. What are you talking? Okay, you're talking about wanting to go now. What's worse? What's worse? Fucking
Touche.
dumbass.
Touche. All right. You got
I would
me
love
there.
to go in 2024 when we have fucking. We're like so close to flying cars. I would also like to go to Ozzfest. Like, what are you talking about, Kyle? Move forward, dude.
No, I'm
tired of nostalgia. It's ruining our lives and our ability to move forward as a country.
I disagree, man. I think we're at the perfect age of nostalgia right now, where we're getting the late
who
90s,
also
early
is
2000s.
nostalgic? Racist people.
Okay,
Racist people are also nostalgic.
They're a different thing.
You're basically a good old days person, but with music.
Yeah.
Like back good old days. I want to go back to the good old days.
back in the good old days, when white dudes rapped over top of chug riffs, and bands had DJs in them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Remember the good old days when metal bands had turntable guys? Let's take it back.
No, we need to move forward.
No, we need more bands with turntables.
No.
Yeah. I think we need to bring back the turntables, full swing. More bands with turntables and DJs.
Anyways.
That's what we need, man.
Yeah. I don't think so.
All right. I mean, yeah. I guess we could wrap up there, dude. I got more new metal stuff we could talk about. Fucking apparently Korn had on their song Adidas.
Talk about new metal, dude.
On Korn's song Adidas, you could hear Jonathan Davis's baby in the background of it. Apparently, we listened to it earlier before the podcast.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't hear it at all, dude. He's a liar.
Apparently, though, when he was recording the chorus, when he's going, all day, I dream about sex, yes, all day, I dream about sex, apparently his baby was sitting on his lap the whole time while he's yelling that into a microphone.
His baby was a product of him fucking all day, so.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That's what happens, dude, when you have too much sex. You end up popping out a kid.
Yeah. I wonder what his kid's up to.
You and Ashley gonna have kids anytime?
Nah, dude, I told you, I'm snipped.
Oh, never? You never want to have one?
We're probably going to adopt someday, but I got a vasectomy.
Yeah, I'm sure that adoption agency's just going to just toss a baby right into your hands, Kyle.
They'll look up the podcast and be like, we listened to an episode.
We're like, this guy's battling gay guys on touch tunes at a bar. You can't be a dad. Those gay guys are way more cut out for fatherhood than this guy is.
This dude comes on stage to Nookie by Limp Bizkit in the year 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, we plan on adopting someday. But we're definitely not.
Protective Services called on you because fucking your baby would almost asphyxiate because you put it in a Slipknot mask. Babe, I thought he had enough air holes.
Baby's first Halloween, and they're just dressed up as Corey Taylor.
Dude. Good God.
They'll be Corey. I'll be Sean Crahan.
Meanwhile, your wife is like, yeah, I wanted to make her be a ladybug, but fucking guy I married.
We're gonna put her hair inside cornrows or inside of
Anyways,
dreadlocks and pull
go
it
buy
through.
snacks for your comedy club,
We'll
dude.
get the Slipknot Corey Taylor 99 mask with like the dreads coming out the top. We'll dread the baby's hair and put it out the top of the Slipknot mask from like the early 90s.
Don't. Go buy snacks for your comedy club, dude. We got the homie headlining tonight. We got the homie Camilla Bellario headlining.
Nobody's going to hear this in time.
She's pregnant. I'm saying this for you. You got to get her some pregnancy cravings for the green room, dude.
Whoa.
What? That's a real thing. People are like, pregnant women are like, I want to have a jar of pickles and a spoonful of peanut butter. Like, that is a real thing that pregnant women go through. You wouldn't know because you're a childless 30-year-old man.
I would definitely know. I had a mother who had like my little brothers when I was like 9 and 12.
Or going, what are you offended by right now? Where you're
I
like,
love that
whoa,
you're like, you gotta get.
Whoa, dude.
I'm buying snacks because we need snacks in the green room, not because we need it for a pregnant woman.
I was saying you should be nice and considerate and get something that a pregnant woman would be craving.
Yeah, I'll just get pickles and peanut butter and be like, my podcast co-host told me you like this.
And she would probably be like, wow, Jake is really thoughtful.
Or she'll be like, that's fucking disgusting. Your podcast co-host is an idiot.
And then she'd probably rattle off some other disgusting craving. Like, I want a packet of tuna and a fucking... You know what I mean? The reason that pregnancy cravings are so like widely known and talked about is because they're disgusting kinds of cravings. They're usually very like mismatched things, where they're like, I want to give me 2 chocolate chip cookies and a packet of tuna, and I'm gonna make a sandwich with that. It's shit like that pregnant women are into. You know, I'm exaggerating a little bit for comedy.
Yeah,
and you're acting like I'm fucking over here shitting on women or something, dude.
Tuna fish, chocolate chip cookie sandwiches.
You need to start being a little less sensitive on this podcast, because you come at me sometimes where you're like, "Whoa," and I'm like, "What did I even say?"
All right, everybody. Well, tune in again next week for more.
Be considerate to our homie who is pregnant with a baby, nurturing life inside of her body, and you're like, "I'll probably just stick with the normal granola bars that we normally have."
We have a lot of stuff. We usually have like other sweets and whatnot and shit.
Usually bags of chips in Nature Valley.
I mean, that's all that was there when you were there, because we were out of like snacks for the most part.
Gotcha.
Usually it's a lot more than that. Usually there's like...
Gotcha. So you don't need to get me snacks or Quindale snacks, dude. I gotcha. Drew Campbell, not an important enough host to get good snacks.
We were just running out, man.
And we were running out. To the store.
Not yet. No.
I mean, to be fair, your car was like falling apart when I was in town, so
yeah.
Fair enough that you didn't go get snacks.
We were running out, and now we're out. So usually, though, we got chocolate, we got fucking fruit snacks, we got different types of chips, we got different types of granola bars and shit.
Anyways, I was just trying to be nice when I was saying get some like pregnancy-related craving snacks.
I'll get tuna fish packets, chocolate chip cookies.
She'll probably be like dope. She'll probably be like dope. What was the last thing you said? Bugles?
Peanut butter and pickles.
Oh, okay. All right. You said bugles. That fucking car alarm is still going off, dude. I'm so mad.
Go out there and fight him, Jake. All right, dude, we're going to wrap up the podcast. I'm going to go whoop
this fucking person's ass, dude.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Tune in again next week if you want to hear more hot takes about what pregnant women like from Jake.
That's not even a hot take. You're a moron. What are you talking about? It's just like a scientific fact that pregnant women have weird cravings, and you're acting like I'm over here being sexist. Shut the fuck up.
Jake's gonna give us more information on pregnant women's snacks next week on the pod, so tune in.
Yeah, it's not like my sister just had a baby or anything. It's not like I don't know all about this. You're Jake, an idiot.
I'm fucking with you, and you're getting. I feel like you're getting mad about it now.
Well, you're like you try and make me look like I'm a sexist or some shit, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
I'm not.
He's over here trashing pregnant women. I'm like, what? I said you should get her snacks. That's the pod, dude. Follow or don't. Goodbye.
Hold on. Add unless you live hardcore. Add unless you live hardcore on Instagram. I'm not
actually mad. I'm doing a bit. You're fine.
At I am Kyle Forsyth for my social media. At Comic Jake Ford for Jake's social media. That's
Fuck
it,
yeah, dude.
guys. That's the
Oh
places to
yeah, yeah.
find
Follow
us.
us on YouTube also.
Oh
Subscribe,
yeah.
you know.
If you want to see video, we got video for this.
We got
If you want
video.
to see our faces.
Yeah. Yeah. Follow the Instagram for the clips, dude.
Like,
Yeah. We
comment,
got to get some scheduled.
subscribe.
We got to get some clips scheduled, dude. Now that I know that we can schedule the posts, we should just get that going.
Yeah. All right,
All right.
everybody. Thanks for listening. Bye.